Honestly, it's been a breath of fresh air. Sheikh Turkey, Sheikh, he's done some amazing things for boxing. You don't have to hear that from me. You hear that from anyone, everyone, like the world. And if you can't see what he's done, you're living under a rock. This guy has transformed boxing.
Hi, this is Aiysha for iBoxingHub. I'm here with Mick Francis of Tasman Fighters. How are you today?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you so much for inviting me and allowing me to come in today. I really appreciate it. It was lovely to watch Jai doing his sparring today. So obviously you've been doing Tasman Fighters for quite some time now. I think it's been running for about 7 years. Tell me about the journey of being a manager under Tasman Fighters. How's it been for you?
Yeah, look, it's been exciting. It's something new. I'm not from a boxing background originally. I've known Jai since he's been about 4 years old. I knew his dad before Jai, obviously, and I've always followed Jai's journey over the last 29 years. And as an Olympian, then when he turned pro, so it's been a long process. A lot of people after the Jordan Thompson fight spoke about Jai being an overnight success, but I can tell you, it definitely hasn't been an overnight success. Jai's been doing this since he's 8 years old. I think he first jumped in the gym about 4 or 5, so it certainly hasn't been an overnight success. And he's only now, 20 years later, he's starting to reap the rewards. But it's been a lot of hard work.
What would you say is the most difficult part for you for being a manager?
Oh, look, there's a lot of outside noise. When the fighters first start out, they're looking for opportunities and help, and as soon as they start getting a little bit of traction, there's a lot of experts out there that seem to know better, and as long as the guys stay focused and stick to the plan, the opportunities will come. But if they start listening to the outside noise, and that is a major problem, not just with Tasman Fighters, but with all promoters and managers around. So it's nothing new to boxing, but the fighters just need to trust the people that are around them, people that were there with them from the early days, and just stick to the plan. And if you do that, there's no reason they can't succeed.
So in terms of the Tasman Fighters then, you've got not just one Huni, you've got about 3, I think, because you've got Justice Huni, you've got his older brother, and then you've got his cousin as well. So from a fighting family, obviously, do you see similarities between them in terms of their style or their work ethic?
Oh, look, Jai and Justice have worked together and helped each other for a very long time now. Jai's got a younger brother as well. Elvis is coming through, which they're looking at putting him in the Olympics, the next Olympics, if boxing is still there, we hope. The Hoonies are a talented family as well. But we've got other guys, we've got Connor Wallace. He's a light heavyweight. He's an Irish guy. He's in Queensland now, and he's number 2 of the IBF. So he's an amazing talent as well, and he's going to have a really big year in 2025. But there's a lot of, we've got some good young talent coming through, having their first Max McIntyre. He's 5-0, he's 19 years old. But Australia is full of talented athletes, Australia and New Zealand, not only in boxing, but in all different facets of sport. And, they just need to be given the opportunities and someone that they, can get behind these kids and actually so they can fulfill their dreams. And it's about pathways, I suppose, and that's the biggest thing, is just creating these pathways for these kids.
What do you have next planned then for Justice Huni?
Well, Justice, he had his last fight in Brisbane against Troy Pilcher. Troy Pilcher was 9-1, which is, it's a good opponent. He's domestic, but Justice stopped in the second round, and that put Justice at number 5 with the WBO now. He's number 15 with the IBF, and he's actually gone number 10 with the Ring magazine, so that's really cool. That is really cool. So, look, he's got a massive future. He's only 25. He's got a long way to go. So, he'll have his chance. A lot of the major heavyweights at the moment are aging. They're all 30s, 35 plus, 40. So, he's 25. His time's going to come. So, he just needs to be patient. And we're excited about the future for Justice Huni, that's for sure.
So obviously Jai's been here doing some sparring and finding some Londoners to spar with. How have you found the level of sparrers that have been here for Jai?
Yeah, we've actually been spoilt with sparring. In Australia, like we travel everywhere. It's hard to get good sparring, and we sort of keep going back to the same well. And when you keep going back to the well, it starts drying up. So we've come over here fresh. There's a lot of guys, a lot of trainers, a lot of gyms that have reached out. So we've been quite lucky. This is probably one of the best camps that Jai's had. So it's only fortunate that we actually came over as a team, and here we all are. And we're heading off to Saudi tomorrow, but this has been a great preparation. So I'm really keen to see what Jai can do in the ring against Jack Massey on the 12th of October. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely, I think that'll be an amazing fight. There's also another fight for the cruiserweight happening in November with Chris Billum-Smith and Ramirez. What do you think about that one, and how do you see that one going?
Look, that's a great fight. Jai's actually a little bit envy of those guys, and like Jai's plan was he wanted to win each title by title. But whoever wins that fight, Jai will hopefully fight the winner. Who's going to win that fight? You got a fighter against a boxer. So it's going to be interesting. So I just don't know how Chris Billum-Smith is going to handle a guy that actually moves the way Ramirez moves. But then Ramirez is he's going up against a guy that is tough, he's durable, and he's got power. So it's going to be a really interesting fight. But look, ideally we'd love to see Chris win. Who knows? Like it's a fight that makes sense. It's a fight that we want to see. So, and it's a fight that the UK public would like to see. So that's the fight that we would prefer. But it is what it is. So whoever's got the belt, that's who Jai wants to fight.
So obviously his next fight is not for a unification how he would have liked it, but Riyadh season has done amazing things for a lot of boxers, and I think Jai is one of them in the sense that he's got a lot of eyes on him. Talk to me about being part of Riyadh season and how it's been for you.
It's been a breath of fresh air. Sheikh Turki El Sheikh, he's done some amazing things for boxing. You don't have to hear that from me. You hear that from everyone, like the world. And if you can't see what he's done, you're living under a rock. This guy has transformed boxing. It's turned boxing into a top tier sport again, which it deserves to be. He's made the best fighters fight, the biggest fights in the world. Look, it just blows me away. And Spencer Brown from Gold Star, he is the man. And him and Sheikh Turki have got a great relationship. And between the two of them, they're doing some really amazing stuff. So we're excited to be a part of it. And we're looking forward to the future with Jai on the Riyadh seasons moving forward. And Jai wants to make that his home now. So that's where we're at. So it's been amazing, an amazing journey for us, especially coming from Australia. Australia, we don't get many opportunities like this, and if you have a look at how many Australians actually fought on the Saudi cards, there's only been a few, so we are privileged to be a part of it, absolutely.
And actually on the 12th of October, there's going to be the first female fight on a Riyadh card with Sky, who's also from Australia. What do you think about her fight?
It's great. That's something that we needed. They started with just the heavyweights, and they started going to the lighter weights, which is great. Now that the female boxing is now starting to open up in Saudi Arabia, this is amazing. And Sky Nicholson, she's a great talent, and she's got a big name in Australia. So she deserves a place here on Riyadh season on October 12th, and I'm looking forward to her fight. I think she'll make light work of it.
Jai has spoken about obviously unifying the cruiserweight and then moving up to heavyweight. How do you think he would be in the heavyweight division?
I think the Bridgerweight is his weight. I think Jai at 100 kilos would be very, very strong and very powerful. Okay, so I don't think there'd be anyone in the world that would go close to Jai at the Bridgerweight. However, it's only been around for a very short time. It hasn't got the traction that it will have in the future, but right now it doesn't really have that support. Heavyweight, look, Jai will probably get in the ring about 105 kilos. He won't be small. Probably his height's going to be an issue, but in his reach. But look, Jai raises the occasion, and we spar a lot of heavyweights in Australia as well. And Jai's a generational fighter, and I don't think it matters what division he fights in if he can handle the weight. I think he'll dominate. So, yeah, we're looking forward to the heavyweight division, and we're probably hoping while he is still reasonably young, so he can put on real bulk and real muscle, moving up quite quickly as soon as he fights for that WBO belt. So that's what he needs. So.
Thank you so much for your time, Mike. It's been lovely to chat to you today, and all the best for the 12th of October.
Thank you. Appreciate it coming out today. Thank you.